Jim Howard here in Fort Worth, Texas.
Thanks very much for watching.
Okay, I just received, let's see where the camera is. I just received this, the wavelength, and I've already got it hooked up. I mean, it's rugged, it's sturdy, it feels good. Now I'm replacing this pluggable device that I've been using. Now, when I first, hooked this up, I hooked up both of the monitors to the new wavelength, and I thought there might be a problem because they tell you, to install their drivers, log into their site, install their drivers. And sure enough, so I just moved the things over to my computer. By the way, you're seeing on the screen a screen test that I just did, that I just did, a speed test. So this has just all happened within the last few minutes. Everything's looking good. I'm thinking maybe that what I will do now is stop this, but I'll be back, so don't touch the mouse. And I'm going to shut down and plug the two monitors that I'm using from my WAVLINK into the wavelength. Now the wavelength, let's see, 4K plug-in display. Now from my computer, of course, and they sent a USB-C on each end, cable of each end. So I have it plugged. I have my WAVLINK computer plugged into there. 4K universal docking station. USB-C connects to the host laptop. Of course, I'm not, mine's not a laptop, but it doesn't matter. With transfer rate up to 5 gigabits per second. Supports dual 4K or ultra 5K resolutions. Gigabit Ethernet provides secure and high-speed internet. Supports BC 1.2 fast charging. Well, we're not, worrying about that. I'm going to show you more but I'll want to read this to you, and I'll come back. So I'm going to shut down, and I will be hopefully right back. And so let's shut down here. Stop recording. Okay, that time I'm back. That time I clicked on the OBS and it apparently I started recording right away, rather than the delay I've been having for a while, because it's saying stop recording, so I better be recording. Okay, the two monitors, I moved the cables from my beeline and plugged them in over there into the new device, and didn't quite get the response I was expecting, and I think that's because I also, in addition to downloading the drivers, there was a program that I could run that comes with this, and it let me pick the monitors and that type of stuff, and I did that before. So I think that may have confused it a little. If I could go in now and probably, change the setting, but this is working fine right now. Let's do the speed test again, because that's the highest reading I've had with, no matter the different hookups I've done. I pay for 400 down. Let's see, speed test. But I usually get under 400, or 380 or something like that, or even sometimes less. And now, of course, it is maybe the peak time of day for everybody coming home from work. It's 5:17 p.m. here. Okay, we didn't get as high, we get like what I normally get. So I doubt that their Ethernet connection is any, although it did get a good reading last time. Let's try this once again. And like I said, it's a bad time of day. Everybody's coming home from work and getting on their computer right away. Okay. I didn't check to make sure. I better check here. I've got what was a 4 terabyte USB hard drive that I hadn't used for a long time, but I did a week or two ago. I hooked it up after months or a year or longer, just being on a shelf someplace. And anyway, it was a 4 terabyte. Of course, when I formatted it, it became a 2 terabyte, which is fine with me. I've hooked it up. Let's make sure that it is here. So I'm going to go over here to File Explorer. Oops. Man, doesn't like me to click. It's hair trigger clicking here. Okay, here, of course I typed this in, for a name, 4 terabyte. Okay, this, by the way, everything is responding very quickly, real fast. So, what was I going to look for? I forgot. Oh, okay, the external hard drive is here. Let's look here at okay. Okay, so the external drive is working. I wonder, I don't want to format that right now because I've got some stuff coming here, like the thing I did, the video you just watched, part 1 or whatever here, it gets saved here. They get saved. And the one you see up here that's white, that says 20, 22, 03, 24, 17, 15, whatever. That's the file we're working right now, that we're recording right now. So I think we're okay in that regard. There was something else I was curious about. Well, let me, I'll put a link below, by the way, to this. I like this. Let's go to Amazon. Let's go to orders. And let's go to the product. By the way, this is responding very quickly, my computer. And this is the device that I'm, WAVLINK dual 4K USB-C. So I'm connected from my WAVLINK computer, by the 4K over to this device cable. They sent it. I have several. I have a bunch laying on the bed there, different types. But they sent one, and I think they sent one that was Type C to Type C. And this cable that they sent is, Type C to a regular 3.0 USB connector, whatever they call that. And of course, remember, the 3.5 jack, audio jack on this B-line has been messed up since I got it. And the reason I got this was to, not that. The reason I got the audio card, wherever that, which audio, oh, this. The reason I got this was to solve that problem, and it actually did. After, if you remember, if you were one of the people who were watching back then, the Sound Blaster 5, I believe it is. I thought I had the 6, but I think it's the 5 that I have here. And I got these things in the way, and I got them here to show you, just to make a. So this Sound Blaster was, for that reason, and it did work out after I finally figured out where to. Now I shouldn't need this Sound Blaster, but there may be something that'll pop up that for some reason I want it and use it, or I'll use it on my other computer or something. Oh, okay. I have a card here that's for using SD cards to read them. Different ones. There's what, 2 on each side here. So that I guess I might as well plug this in to a 3.0, and we'll have it available. Let's see what happens when I plug it in here. Now I have, some free jacks now on the, of course, the B-Link, but I think I just might as well go ahead and plug this into the new device. Let's see. Okay, got a bunch of jacks on the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4, 3.0. So let's just plug this one into the top one. Okay, it is lit up, and it's lit up and workable. I think. Let me see, I think I have. I just happen to have it for some reason laying here. Oh, my Coke is still a little bit cold. Okay, I think I moved it over there, so forgive me here. Okay, now this is a Transcend 32 gigabyte micro. So let me plug this in. I'm not sure what's on it. Does this go in this way or go in top? Ah, the top, like that. Oh, that's good. A nice bing. And the audio is apparently working. I have to check. Let's see, USB drive. Select to choose what happens when memory cards. Okay, anyway. So let's find that memory card now. I think this is it. Yeah, that's it. I'll just guess, maybe I'll just leave that in, leave the card in there if I want to send something to it. Especially like if I think maybe I'll set up my other computer now over here in the corner and have it available. Okay, so it looks like that's working. By the way, let's see. Here's, what else? I got more than that. I think there's some over there. Yeah, there are. Anyway, this shows you what, these are like docking. I guess you call them docking stations too. Here's a dock tech, and this is a iCling or something. Hopefully I won't need, well, who knows. But, okay, so what I'm wondering, no, well, yeah, okay. Oh, what do we need? Well, we know that Avra Media is working, because that's what's, I wonder if I plug this in, well, I don't want to mess up the audio. I mean, I don't want to mess it up, especially now that right now it's working, But I've got this. Oh, okay. We're not done looking at this. So, this is the device. I'll put a link. Now here are the, this is the back. This, the far one, this is, so I have this thing over here, but I have the front facing me. So on the back we have 2 USB 3, and then we have 2 more USB 3, and then there is the, no, did I say this is the front? That, okay, the one that has the, that's the front. I was thinking this thing down at the bottom, which is the microphone actually, so okay. I think you're probably with me now. Not sure I'm with me, but. So we have USB 3, USB 3, USB 3, USB 3, and the microphone that you could plug in. And then on the back you have USB 3, USB 3, and then of course I have the Ethernet cable plugged in. And then oh, wait a minute. I think I made a boo-boo. That was the problem, I think, with the display. I think what I did is I plugged in the HDMI on, for like display port, for display 1. I plugged in the, yeah. I didn't jump down to display 2 group, see there? I wonder if we should test that now. Anyway, below all the way down there, then Type C in, which has, it's running, from my computer into that. And then, of course, there's the DC power. Should we go ahead and plug the, yeah, let's do that. I'll stop. And what else do I want to do here when I stop the computer? Oh, okay, well let me, no, let's do this now before I forget something else. So here's the WAVLINK USB-C 5K docking station. Add multi-monitor capability to a single computer to enhance multimedia presentations. Great for researchers and writers. Me. Offering the ability to have reference material on one display while working on a separate document on the other. Increase productivity by running multiple applications on different screens. View large or several spreadsheets across multiple displays, etc. And now I'll put a link below where you can go to Amazon and look at the item. And if you buy it, I will get a small, a small commission on that link. It doesn't cost you any, doesn't cost you anything. Yeah, I see where I missed. This is a nice, because there was something I read, what was it? Display resolution, of course it depends on your monitor. 5120 by, up to 5120 by 2880 at 60, dual 4K at 60. I guess that's one thing I could change for these videos, but I don't think there's any point in doing it. I mean, you're not, let me, might give me your, just gonna make the file bigger. On HDMI output, make sure your HDMI cable is capable of 4K at 60. For display ports, make sure your monitor supports DP 1.2. Talks about the system and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'll put the link to this below. But what I'm going to do right now, and I hope I don't get these videos mixed up when I'm going to stop again and turn the computer actually all the way off. And then I'm going to put the monitor cables into the correct, as you see I messed up. There's on the back, well you can see right here. It says display 1 and HDMI or display port. What I did is I plugged both, I plugged an HDMI in there and the display port. So what I need to do is plug into the okay, I want to make sure that when I put the cables that I have the well, I'll figure it out on the back. Don't touch your mouse. Okay, I did the same thing that I did before. Plugged them both in, came back. This had the same, thing on the. So I just put them back to where they're both plugged in right now to the WAVLINK computer, and then I'll worry about that. I mean, everything's fine. I'll worry about that later. I probably need to go into their software, WAVLINK, and adjust the settings there, because it had adjustments there for speakers or for the microphone and whatever. So I set it there. I think that's the problem. So I think everything is working okay. Well, my Logitech C920, I think I mentioned this in the past, it doesn't want to work. And in the past it did. It doesn't want to work. It has nothing to do with this, but it doesn't want to work with the things that I've set up in the past. All of a sudden the C920 doesn't want to work, I guess, versus the Avery Media or something else. And so same thing here. I'm running the Avia Media camera, and I hooked up as a secondary the Logitech C920E, I think it is, and it didn't want to recognize it, conflict or whatever. But then the same that I've mentioned before, Chinese cheap webcam, every time I hook it up with another camera or something going, it's just fine. So the setting or something is different, different. So everything looks to be okay. And now what I have to do is make sure I put these, because I've made like 5 or 6. I can tell maybe by the time, except the time isn't 24-hour time, and it's kind of spread out. I mean, I have to use 24-hour time all the time since forever. When I was in grade school, because of Greenwich Mean Time and listening to shortwave radio and all that kind of stuff. But it displays kind of, so I just got to make sure I don't make a mistake here. Then I'll put them all together and upload it and think about what I want to do next. I think I'm just going to try to stick with this for right now. Everything is working. And I'm thinking about hooking up my other computer back over here in the corner. If I do, it's just going to be a distraction. I think I just need to stick right with this. So cross your fingers that I can not get the urge to mess around. I need to mess around with this. Anyway, let me get to work and make this video and upload it. Please give a thumbs up. I don't know if it does any good or not. Please click on the link if you see something. Oh, I need to put in the thing for this in case you're interested in it. I'll have to do that. Not sure what else. I'll find something to do to keep me busy. And then there's always the bed over there, which of course has got crap all over it. Not as much as normal, so I can clear it off and take a nap. Thanks for watching.